Offset is allegedly back outside with Jade, the same woman at the center of that explosive nightclub incident with Cardi B. And the internet is spiraling because the timing feels way too loud. Yes, that Jade, the woman who reportedly filed charges after that infamous altercation years ago, when Cardi was accused of confronting bartenders over an alleged affair with Offset. That chapter was messy, headline-dominating, and deeply personal. So when photos started circulating this week of Offset allegedly hanging around Jade again, fans didn't see coincidence. They saw strategy. They saw smoke. And people are saying this isn't random energy, it's calculated. An insider post started making rounds almost immediately. It read, "He'll never in his life be able to get Cardi back. He wanna hurt her so mad." That line hit social media like gasoline on a fire. Because if that's the vibe, then this isn't about romance, it's about revenge optics. It's about sending a message. And the fans are not staying silent. One person pointed out, "I'm happy she focused on her tour. She need to leave them men alone." Another fan comment said, "Bitter baby daddy." Then someone came in spicy with, "One thing about a Libra, you can run to 100 different women, but none could replace us." And finally, this one. "He's so pressed. It's a million women out here, and this guy seeks what he wants." That's the street's voice right now. Protective, suspicious, side-eyeing the entire situation. But what fans notice next is where things really get interesting. The sighting allegedly happened not long after Cardi B reportedly ended things with Stefon Diggs. And remember, that breakup was already layered with Super Bowl tension, cryptic posts, and Offset celebrating online like he just won something. Now, fast forward, and he's allegedly linking up with the one woman whose name triggers Cardi's most chaotic era. That doesn't feel accidental. Let's rewind the history for context. Years ago, Jade and her sister were reportedly working at a New York club where rumors claimed Offset had an affair. Cardi allegedly confronted them, things escalated, charges were filed. The situation dragged on in headlines for months. It was one of those pop culture storms where relationships, pride, and public image collided hard. So seeing Jade's name re-enter the chat now feels like reopening an old wound. People are saying Offset knows exactly what that visual does. It activates memories, it replays trauma, it shifts narrative focus. And in celebrity culture, optics are currency. You don't just accidentally get spotted with someone who represents one of your ex's most humiliating public chapters. Allegedly. Now, here's the bigger layer. Offset has reportedly been vocal about wanting Cardi back. Sources claim he's been reaching out, trying to reconnect, showing up in subtle ways. But if that's true, then hanging with Jade sends mixed signals, unless the goal isn't reconciliation, but reaction. And this is where the industry machinery comes in, because sometimes moves aren't about love, they're about leverage, about reminding someone you can still cause noise, about testing whether they still care. Fans believe this could be an emotional chess game, and if that insider quote is even half true, he wanna hurt her so mad, then we're looking at pride-driven behavior. But the allegation doesn't end there, because look at what happened next. Cardi didn't publicly respond. No rant, no tweet storm, no live session dragging anyone. Just silence and tour content. High glam looks, sold out arenas, luxury backstage moments, focused energy. And that calm is interesting because Cardi is not known for swallowing feelings quietly. So is she unbothered or is she choosing control? There's also the Stefon Diggs layer hovering over all of this. Cardi reportedly ended that relationship after a whirlwind year, including a baby, public support at games, and then sudden breakup energy. Some fans believe Offset is exploiting the timing, inserting himself while she's emotionally transitioning. Others think he genuinely believes history can repeat itself, that nostalgia might outweigh hurt, that the family bond might pull her back. But fans are skeptical. They're pointing patterns. They're referencing the cycle, the public breakups, the grand apologies, the social media drama, the reconciliation moments, and now this alleged Jade sighting feels like regression, not growth. Let's talk motive. If Offset wanted Cardi back sincerely, the optics of Jade would be self-sabotage, unless the move is about showing Cardi he's still desirable, still wanted, still moving. Or maybe it's about reminding her of unfinished business. Or maybe it's about ego, because public breakups hit differently when pride is involved, and this entire situation feels pride-heavy. Cardi is thriving professionally. Her tour numbers are strong, she's glowing in interviews, she's stepping into independent energy. And sometimes when one partner levels up publicly, the other reacts emotionally. That's not accusation, that's human nature. But what fans notice next is subtle and telling. Jade hasn't posted anything directly referencing Offset. No captions, no claims, just appearances, which makes it feel even more strategic. Silence keeps curiosity alive. Mystery fuels clicks. And when names like Cardi are involved, even a dinner sighting becomes headline currency. Meanwhile, blogs are dissecting body language in blurry paparazzi shots. Was he smiling too hard? Was she leaning in? Were they just in the same venue? Every angle becomes evidence when the internet decides a narrative. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Cardi and Offset share children. That connection is permanent, which means emotions don't just disappear. They evolve. They get complicated. They overlap with co-parenting logistics and shared history. So could Offset truly believe he can win her back? People are saying yes. Some believe he thrives on the chase, that the challenge fuels him, that when Cardi moves on, it activates competitive instinct, especially after she was publicly linked to another high-profile athlete. But others think this Jade move kills any chance of reconciliation, because some lines, once crossed publicly, don't uncross easily. And remember that insider quote, "He'll never in his life be able to get Cardi back. He wanna hurt her so mad." That suggests intention. That suggests emotional reaction, not romantic strategy. Now, let's zoom out. The industry thrives on spectacle. Relationship drama boosts streams. Headlines drive engagement. Everyone involved gains attention, but there's a difference between benefiting from chaos and manufacturing it. So the real question becomes, is this coincidence? Is this emotional impulse? Or is this a calculated play inside the celebrity chessboard? Cardi's silence feels powerful. Offset's alleged movement feels loud. Jade's presence feels symbolic. And the internet? It's dissecting every pixel. But what fans noticed next could shift everything. Because if Cardi continues thriving, ignoring the bait, and focusing on her career, the narrative flips. Suddenly, Offset's alleged move looks desperate instead of dominant. Suddenly, Jade becomes a footnote instead of a threat. And pride doesn't like irrelevance. So here we are. An old triangle reactivated, an insider quote that feels loaded, fan comments slicing through the noise, and a woman at the center choosing glam over chaos. The energy right now feels like a test of maturity, of boundaries, of whether history repeats or finally ends. So what do you think? Is Offset really trying to win Cardi back, or is he just sending a message he knows will hit where it hurts? Drop your thoughts below, and if you're here for real breakdowns of celebrity tea without the fluff, make sure you like and subscribe.